All right, once again, welcome to the Math 63 class. I'm going to show you just a few things here. In fact, there's going to be this is the second of a lot of videos to sort of go through here. I want to go over the syllabus with this video. So let's go for it. Let's log into our class itself, and then we'll go from there. So log into My West Hills. Click the login button. You may have to put in your credentials. Mine already is in there. So it should come up to something like this. Now, mine is the instructor version here, so I think I have more stuff than you guys do. But you should have an Access My Courses button right here, which you should click on, and I think you all know that already. All right, with that here, let's go to the courses that you need to go to here, and the one that you want to find on your dashboard is Math 63 C03. It's the intermediate algebra class. It's the fall 2017 or 2017 fall semester class here. Once you enter it, it's going to automatically go to the assignments page, which sort of looks like this. Mine is the instructor version of it here. But I mostly just want to cover the syllabus right now here. So it's going to go to the assignment page. This will be filled in with more videos and then also the weekly assignments later on here. So that's how we're going to build this out. But for now, since this is just the second video in the process after the intro video, let's go for it here. So this is Intermediate Algebra, Math 63. This is my name, Arkady Hangiev. You can call me Mr. Hangiev is just fine. I do have office hours that I'm going to set up, so I'm going to send out a survey to you guys probably sometime early next week or during the weekend. And we're going to try to figure out what 2-hour sessions would be the best for us to use. I kind of want a morning session, then I want an evening session. That's usually the way it works out. All right, my office number right there. And if you don't catch me, leave a message because it automatically goes to my email system and I get it from there. So the voicemail is forwarded to our email system. Please include your name. Also include the class that you are from because I have multiple classes, all right? My cell phone number is listed for emergency purposes. That's usually like if you can't make it to the midterm that same day or something happens, so you have access to me in case you need to. And then the email right there. All right, so catalog description for the class pretty much just says that you need to have passed Math 61 or you have been placed into this class based upon your placement exam. Course objectives, won't go through those right now. But this is all the stuff we're going to cover in the class right here. Some of it you probably know as far as the wording for Math 61. We'll keep on going. Student learning outcomes. These are the 5 things that as the math department got together, we say, okay, these are the 5 things the students need to know in order to go on beyond this class. I would say these are usually tested in the spring semester. And so because of that, and this is the fall semester, therefore you don't need to worry too much about these because we'll be tested later on. All right, core competencies. These are things if you've taken any class at West Hills College ever, you should fall under these 7 items right here. It's a communications class, a speech class, or maybe an English class. This is where analytical thinking, so critical thinking, problem solving skills, some of those we do in this class. Most of it falls underneath this right here. It's the quantitative reasoning. So it's associated with mathematics or science here. So we're under number 3 quite a bit. All right. The biggest thing for the first day of class, because I got to drop no-shows on the first day. So how do you tell me that you want to stay in the class? Email me. Email me saying, hey, I want to stay in the class. This is me, so-and-so from Math 63 C03. I'll reply back, and then you're good to go. All right. I'll start worrying about you if you don't do that on the first day. So then we get into the first week, and before census date, I want you to have emailed me already. And then by the time maybe like the first week is gone in the class, you have had to set up your XYZ homework account. So that is going to be by Wednesday of next week. Throughout the course, if you have not completed 2 chapter exams, or you've skipped the midterm, that would be ground to drop you. That's pretty much dropping with a W in the class. Now, that does not mean that I'm going to drop you. That just means that I could drop you. All right, if you want to drop yourself, if you're for sure want to get out of this course, please do so by dropping yourself from the course. All right, this stuff we'll get into a little bit later here, but lectures for the class, they are going to be on the My Course site. Pretty much they are, and they'll progress through the course. They are really the YouTube videos off of my face-to-face classes that I've done in the past. You can also just access them on YouTube itself just by going YouTube and searching and clicking on Math 4B. It'll be a big old gray or a big old white M inside a gray box. That's what it's going to be. And then once you do that, it's going to be videos for all my classes. So then to get to my class or to get to our classes, you're going to hit on M63 videos or lectures. That's the one you want to get to. And it's pretty much all the videos for the whole entire semester. All right, online homework. This is online homework and actually chapter exams. They're both online. They're both in the same spot. What you'll have to do is you will have to log in and make yourself an XYZ homework account. Now, I'll cover that in a later video in just a bit here, just so you know what that is. All right, next is the midterm exam. The midterm exam is going to be on campus. You do have to come to campus. It is going to be this date right here, and it may switch. I'll check with the office just to make sure. And this room, and then I'm gonna, of course, before we get to that point, that we're gonna get a. I'll give you the campus map. I'll give you a study guide to it as well. A little bit before that. Final exam is the same thing. You got to come to campus. Here's a date and time for the final, and there will be a study guide sent and as well as a campus map sent. Now, let's talk about proctoring. So if you live more than 70 miles away from Kalinga, you are eligible to have your exam proctored somewhere else. You'll have to find either a library, a community college, or a university that would be willing to proctor your exam. It is your responsibility. You got to go to the nearest center, again, library, community college, or university, and you'll have to give me their contact information. Then I will email them, verify that they are who say they are, and then I will give them the proctoring instructions for the midterm as well as the final. All right, so just a quick question on contacting the instructor. You can do this several ways based upon what you need to have for me here. So if you have a general question about the course or anything, just email me. That's the best way to contact me. If you want sort of help with talking to me back and forth, that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to set up a virtual environment. Pretty much it's going to be online office hours. That's all set up here. Okay. If you're stuck with a homework question on the homework, that's going to happen maybe quite a bit here. Then you have two choices here. You can message the instructor, because then what's going to happen is I know exactly which question you're working on, what's your problem. Or you can post this question to the forum. What happens there is it goes to all the students in the class. So if you have a good Samaritan in the class that knows this stuff and they want to go ahead and help people on it, that's perfect. Okay, that'll be you guys helping each other with the course. All right, the drop date. The drop date is listed on the syllabus for the course. I believe it is November 13th. Sorry, my mistake here. The full term class. This is before census date, so you have before the 2 weeks is up for the class to drop. And I want to say that's probably going to be 2 weeks from today. So August 24th, August 25th right there. And then the main one here is the final drop date for the class. After this, I do have to give you a grade, and that's going to be, you're going to receive a W. That's going to be November 13th. November 13th is a drop date. That after, if you're still in the course after November 13th, I will have to give you a letter grade for the class. So there's no going back after that. All right, the grading score for this class. So the online homework that you're going to do is be worth a quarter of your grade here. The chapter exam is going to be worth another quarter. The midterm exam, another quarter of your grade, and the final is going to be worth another quarter. All right, so points possible will be 800. Now the only little disclaimer to this grading scale is this right here, is the fact that on the midterm and the final, you will have to have an average of 70% in order to pass the class. Now this is due to the fact that I may have students that score hundreds, 100%, 90%, 100%, 94% on their online homework and their online tests and on their online chapter tests. And then come the midterm, they bomb it. They only get 10%, which leads me to believe that pretty much someone else has been doing the work for that student in the class. And so that's the caveat here, because this will be proctored. This will be, I know who you are, and with that you are able to demonstrate that you have learned things in the course. All right, conduct pretty much according to the board policy here. If it's things that are forbidden by school regulations, then you'll be removed from the class. All right, we do offer support services in here, numerous ones here. So if you think you may be able to get some of these resources, that's fine. Let's go for it. Just look at them up on the catalog if you need to, get more information about them, and they should be able to help you with that here. All right, disabled students services. This one particularly, take the time to think about it. If you do have a learning disability, whether it's physical, psychological, in any which way, it's really not fair because you're competing with people that don't have those same learning disabilities. So we do have services to help you with it, whether it's extra tutoring or different types of technology that we have that helps you along in the class here. All right, here's our schedule for the course. So today, you have to email me saying that you want to stay in the class. Starting next week, these go by weeks now here. And so by next week, get your XYZ homework set up, and then by Friday, you need to finish up 1.4. Then from here on out, pretty much I just went by chapters because it's a little easier to go by chapters. Labor Day week, so there's no assignments due on these days for Labor Day and all the rest of the holidays here. I got 2 weeks for chapter 3. Chapter 4 is a 1 weeker there. Chapter 5, chapter 6, and then let's see what some other dates. Veterans Day holiday here. It's that, I believe it's that Friday, so there's no there's nothing there. And then Thanksgiving holiday, so there won't be anything there. All right, but you're saying, Mr. H, where's all the due dates for this class? Well, that's going to be on the XYZ homework site, on the calendar. There you'll see all the stuff that you need. There. All right. Well, with that, hopefully you guys have a great semester here. Let's go over the syllabus. If you have any questions on the syllabus itself, please email me back or email me, and then I'll distribute that answer to the rest of the class. Thank you so much.